Hello, this is Big Georgian Gold, and today I'm playing I.C.O or I.C.O, and it's just that I happen to have this game installed, and since I didn't put up any video for a couple of days, I wasn't sure if I should make an update video or just put up a new video series. And I don't know if I am gonna make this a video series because I do not really enjoy this game very much. And I don't even know why I'm playing it. So I just have to see. Well, I didn't make an update video because I don't think there's too many subscribers concerned about me, and I don't really get the update videos. Like, why do people make update videos all the time instead of just uploading a random commentary or something like that? Just like, hey, I don't have any videos, so here's a video. And yeah, the vibration doesn't really matter because I don't have any real controllers. So I'm playing this with keyboard and all the usual settings, X is square, or X is cross of course, C is circle, V is triangle, and B is square, which makes the most sense because those keys represent the shapes and are side by side. A and Z are R1 and L1, I don't know which one is which, but some games have them reversed and what functions they have, and S and D are L1 and R2. Then you have the arrow keys, which are the left analog stick, and then around G there's F, T and H, which are the right analog stick, and you can control the camera with it, and you can control the camera in the cutscenes, as you can see. I move from left to right and up and down a bit. I didn't know this before, but you don't really have to control the camera in the cutscenes, but it's nice that they let you. And it's also nice that it's all in-game. In-game rendered frames, and I suddenly don't hear anything anymore, so maybe the audio is cut off. And it's back on, of course. So why do I not like this game? Well, that's because the gameplay is a bit slow and you have to do a lot of things again and again and again, and they take a long time even if you know how to do them. And what I like about games is the simple parts that you can just skip and or just can. This definitely isn't a game that you can rush through. So, the part of the game that is really annoying is the fighting scenes, and basically you get a stick to fight, with the stick you have to beat up a couple of monsters, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort with wonky controls. It's not really a fun combat system because there is only like one move that you can do, that is just plain attack, and the monsters take an awful lot of time to kill, and you don't get a better weapon until much later in the game. Some of the areas are kind of big and you have to walk all around them to see where you have to go, and that's not really a complaint actually. But some areas are not as fun to explore as others. And well, I don't know much about the story of this game, and it is not really explained a lot in this game by all the cutscenes and such. So you might see that there is a lot of games that have a lot of cutscenes right at the beginning of the game. And I used to be one of those guys that just wanted to skip all of the cutscenes and go straight into the game mechanics. But since it's like for YouTube and because I like copyright strikes, I just leave them in so that I can introduce some things about the game for myself while the stuff is running. And also because I don't really like the gameplay maybe. So you can walk around with the left stick as in most games. You can jump and do a couple of things, but they don't really tell you what to do, so you just have to press a couple of buttons and see what is going on and what happens. So you can scream with when I press the A key. There's a lever or lever over here. So that's not the right button. And you have to be really close to be able to open that. So just go over there. Well, he's just a little kid and he's running as fast as he can, but it's still moving quite slow. So I will just... let's see, what is jump? I'm pressing B, which is the triangle button. Then B over here. And then C over there maybe. Or is it B? Oh, it's V again. So you can jump up and you won't take any fall damage, because you don't really have any health bar in this game. And it's all in all a very strange game. So you can look around and change the camera, but you can't really turn the camera all in a circle. It just pans around in like 180 degrees or maybe a little more. And now we have to walk up the stairs for a very long time. And it's not that I don't think the area is pretty to look at or that it's not fun to explore, but it is just the same stairs over and over again, and I've been running in a full circle already, I feel, and I still have to keep on moving in order to see what is further on. So here's a bit of a change, but actually it's a chain. And just climb it. And yeah, I'm not used to... There's more stairs over here, so... Well, technically it might not be a stair because there is no steps on them, but... I'm not used to controlling the camera very much. I'm very used to the game deciding for... I'm very used to the game deciding for which angle the camera is on. But that's just part of being like a PC gamer or something like that. But maybe not. But I usually control the camera with the mouse and also the direction that you're walking to, or just directly with the arrow keys or directly with the WASD keys, the WASD, which is also very common to use to walk around in open worlds. And I recently got a controller, and so you have to use the V key again, I guess. So I recently got a controller, and in the game they expect you to also adjust the camera angle for a little bit so that you can see better in most situations. But I'm not really used to that. And of course the game that I'm talking about is Dark Souls, because Dark Souls with a keyboard, it just didn't make sense to me. And I never really played with any controller for a very long time, just because I didn't feel the need to buy one, since I have my keyboard and I had a very cheap keyboard, but it got the job done, and I was very happy with the controls on a keyboard until Dark Souls. Then I got a controller, but I still needed to adjust the camera with the right analog stick, I guess it is, and just slide down or whatever. I don't think you can jump up from over the fence. So usually the camera just follows you whatever you do, just doesn't matter. So you don't have to adjust the camera. And sometimes you might see that I'm running in a little circle just to adjust the camera, because the camera is technically following you, so I might run over here and then go back over there to see what is on that side. But that might just also depend on which kind of a game it is and what kind of control it is. In this game, I feel like it really doesn't matter what you do. And you missed the jump. Of course, you're supposed to jump on the cage, if that wasn't clear already, but then the cage is gonna fall and it's gonna open. And then we can free our lovely and there's a stick, of course. So as any PlayStation 2 game, there are only certain save points, so you cannot really save anywhere that you want. So once we hit the first save, then I'm gonna end the video because I don't want to make it too long. But it's kind of strange that he says that kids with horns are brought there, but she is a girl and not really a kid anymore. And she doesn't have horns, so why did they bring her here? Let's see, now I just need to pick this up. And the black... oh, you have to pull her out. So with the square key you can hit. See, and I'm already hitting him 3 times and he's still not dead. He just lays there 4 times. So the stick is not really a good weapon. It's good that there's only one creature down here. So you take it through this stone door kind of thing. How did you do that? And the girl, she can talk, but not a whole lot. Is she coming up here? Or, yeah, you have to help her through the entire level. But in some situations you actually need her. So it's just the kind of mechanic that you have to drag her along in the entire game, just to have her safe and close. Now she's gonna sit on the bench. Almost. But that's where we're going, because this is a safe state. Let's see, how do we... oh yeah, you only can sit on one side of the bench, because the other side is meant for her. So let's save her and end this episode. So I can barely see the selection, but I'm pretty sure you can see it more clearly if the resolution would have been lower, but whatever. So I just save it on slot 1, slot memory card 1. Yes. So yeah, it's not really a real PlayStation 2 that I'm playing on. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and goodbye.